On the eve of Ice Wars, the teams from the United States and the world gather for Thanksgiving dinner. And in the spirit of the season, bitter rivalries are put aside for this one night of calm and peaceful reflection.
Boy, I hope we win. I really hope we win.
Would you like some more stuffing, Ross? I hope her costume explodes.
Thank you, Kat. I just couldn't. But would you like some candied ham? That'll keep you on the ground.
I know we can win 3 in a row. I know we're not losing 3 in a row.
We're gonna win, we're gonna win. They're gonna lose, they're gonna lose.
When that day falls.
Win, win, win. Lose, lose, lose.
Win.
Lose. Win, win.
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 Excuse me.
Win.
Excuse me.
Win.
Excuse me! Could somebody bring me some water?
The heat is on in Tampa, Florida, as CBS Sports takes you to the Ice Palace for the rematch between Team USA and Team World.
And good evening, everybody. Welcome to Ice Wars 3. I'm Vern Lundquist, and this is an idea that came out of the 1994 Olympic duel between Oksana Bayul and Nancy Kerrigan. Well, Nancy Kerrigan is back home in Massachusetts expecting the birth of her first child. We wish her the best. And Oksana Bayul is back in her new home of Connecticut nursing a back injury. We wish her a speedy recovery. And this so-called war between the two has evolved into a competition featuring the best professionals from America against the best professional skaters from the rest of the world. And Tracy Wilson, tonight, we renew old rivalries which in many cases have become great friendships as Team USA tries to defeat Team World for the 3rd year in a row.
Well, Vern, what makes this unique is that the skaters are paired in this round. So there will be 6 ice battles in this ice war, starting with Katarina Witt against Rosalind Sumners and concluding with Brian Boitano against Kurt Browning. Now, Ice Wars began yesterday with a technical program, so let's take a look back at those first shots that were fired.
And I wonder how, yesterday told me about the blue, blue sky and all that I can see.
7 required elements in the women's technical programs, and by luck of a draw she did not particularly like, Katarina Witt opened the competition.
Turning around and all that I can see is just another lemon tree.
Triple toe loop got World Team off to a good start with 57 points out of a possible 60.
New faces on Team USA, none fresher than 1990 world champion Jill Trenery, returning to competition for the first time in 4 years.
And Vern, with her trademark 1-foot axel into triple southpaw, she got rid of her nerves and put Team USA into the lead with a beautiful skate. And tonight, her boots are made for walking, a number choreographed by her husband, Christopher Dean.
Team USA held the lead until this woman took the ice. And she is arguably the best in her field right now. Japan's Yuka Sato.
With 59 points, she led all the women and her team to the top.
But then Brian Boitano took the ice for Team USA.
Triple axel double toe, and he was just starting.
Everybody, it's over. 5.9.
Team USA had the lead once again and held it. So as we start tonight with the artistic programs, it's Team USA 175.2, the World Team 173.3. But tonight's skating is worth 2/3 of the final score. When we return, the first duel is on the ice, an Olympic rematch between Katarina Witt and Rosalind Summers.
Ice Wars is sponsored by Sunbeam.
The first of 6 one-on-one duels coming up in the final round of Ice Wars. In 1984, Katarina Witt, representing East Germany, won the Olympic gold medal by 1/10 of a point over America's Rosalind Summers. They have long since become good friends, but tonight they're matched against each other.
To capture back-to-back Olympic gold medals, Katarina Witt.
Because Team USA has the lead, Roz Summers had her choice of skating position. She said, "Katarina, you're on first." So here's Katarina Witt of the World Team skating to Baby.
Once I had a man, sweet as he could be.
made.
He said, baby, can't you see?
Get the medics.
Baby, understand. Baby, you're for me. Oh, won't you take my hand? But I pushed him away. Wouldn't let him near. Pushed him far away. And now I'm wishing I could hear him call.
Building up a lot of speed for a triple toe.
Baby.
Double.
Katarina says she's going to spend more and more time on the West Coast in Los Angeles now. She has aspirations of a movie career when her skating career comes to a close. But of more immediate concern, she's got special plans for the holidays. Remember that her mom and dad saw her skate in the Olympics for the first time in Lillehammer in 1994. Well, she's bringing them from their home in Chemnitz, Germany, to the States for the Christmas and New Year holiday. And they will spend that time in a ski resort.
She needs this, a double axel. She singled that.
Lonely, lonely hours without that man I held so tight. Lord, I pray that you will.
Difficult, Tracy, to be the first on the ice.
Especially if you're Katarina. She likes to close the show. That's what she's used to. That's where she's comfortable.
She is no opening act.
And call me baby, baby, all the time. Baby, baby, all the time. Baby, baby, all of the time.
Well, it's going to be difficult for the judges without the triple toe loop and with a single instead of a double axel. That guy does not care.
Yeah. Now, Katarina had to keep back there because one of the rules is that you are not allowed to touch any of the judges or anybody in the audience. But she's going to be very angry at herself. You can forgive yourself if you try it, but when you double, it makes it very difficult. You relive it over and over again, wishing you could do it again.
Did somebody not keep their mind on their business?
Well, we have 7 judges sitting in the judges area. If this guy qualified, he'd have 6s across the board.
It's a little hard to concentrate after that.
Marks will not be announced until both skaters in the pairing have completed their performances. So next on the ice, and the judges will be comparing her to Katarina Witt, for Team USA, the 1984 Olympic silver medalist, Rosalind Sumners. And she skates to Beautiful Goodbye, sung by Amanda Marshall.
great friends off the ice, but Roz would like nothing better than to take advantage of Katarina's mistakes. She's going to need this next jump, building up for a double axel.
I could have watched you walk away if I let you down.
Beauty.
Nailed it.
Please forgive me now for that beautiful goodbye. What can I do? Or to get through to you? And sometimes I
Another double axel coming up. She singled it, didn't need it.
In her 13th year as a professional, and I don't think she's ever quite received the credit she deserves. This is one of the great women of skating. Another in a long line of beautiful performances by Rosalind Sumners. We'll be back with the marks and then another Olympic rematch between Paul Wiley and Victor Petrenko as Ice Wars, USA versus the World, continues after this. Welcome back to the Ice Wars as Roz Sumners and Katarina Witt wait for their respective marks, and there was a difference in their programs, as is reflected in their demeanor right now.
Well, Katarina had the advantage going into this matchup, but she not only missed her triple jump, she also missed this double axel, opening up into a single, and that'll bring down her technical marks. Now, Rosalind Sumners does not do triple jumps, but as it turned out, she didn't have to. She nailed her double axel. Forward takeoff. 2.5 revolutions. She had great speed and really good attack. These two are both great artists, but that double axel should give Roz the win.
And the set of marks first for Katarina Witt.
5.7, 5.6, 5.6.
The most important thing is to remember these when you're watching Rosalind's marks, because it is a comparison between the two skaters.
The artistic marks, 5.8.
Artistic marks go up. High and low thrown out.
They don't go up enough to make Katarina smile.
5.8.
You got a long road, Victor.
And the marks for Roz Sumners.
5.8, 5.8.
These are better than Katarina's considerably.
5.7, 5.7, 5.8, 5.8.
Those for technical. Artistic. Whoa! So the first matchup of the evening goes to Roz Sumners by 7/10 of a point. Remember now, the artistic program are worth 2/3 of the total score. So we add these scores to the technical program, and you see that Team USA is comfortably on top. And now let's go down to Andrea Joyce.
All right, thanks, Vern. Roz, congratulations. Once Katerina had made those mistakes and you had that room, did that make it easier or harder for you to go out there?
You know what? I honestly didn't know how she'd skated. I've been competing all week. This is my 6th night in a row, and I honestly felt out of the whole week I had the most strength tonight. And I was using strength from above and from in here and from my teammates. And
what is it about the team? Because you seem more relaxed with the team around you.
Well, these are my Stars on Ice group. You know, when we tour together all year, we're like family. We spend holidays together. We've been through everything, and we love each other so much. And you can feel it.
That support helped. And a 6. When was the last time you saw that? Congratulations.
Thanks.
Back to you, Vern.
All right, Andrea, as Roz Sumners and Katerina Witt dueled in the 1984 Olympics, so Victor Petrenko and Paul Wiley dueled in Albertville in 1992. On that night in France, Victor Petrenko stood atop the podium with the gold medal. Paul Wiley was second. Now in Tampa, they go head-to-head again. Now a resident of Simsbury, Connecticut, and thoroughly Americanized, here's a wonderful guy, Victor Petrenko. The music of Puccini. He skates to Tosca.
Triple jump is the triple axel. Victor landed one in the technical program perfectly. He's lining up another one here. No, stepped out, but he adds a double toe. Second toughest triple is a triple Lutz.
Wow, that's a real surprise. Because of late, he has been skating really well. Defeated Brian Boitano in a recent competition.
He has been skating with so much confidence. That mistake was really surprising. Comes back with a triple toe.
Victor competed in Ice Wars 1 and 2 along with his good friend Oksana Bayul, who was supposed to be on the team again this year. But she's been experiencing back problems and recently saw Paul Wiley's doctor in Boston. She's home resting in Connecticut now, and we hope feeling better. And by the way, Oksana, happy birthday a couple of weeks late. She just turned 19.
program really plays to Victor's strength. He's had a lot of classical training.
Victor Petrenko.
It's an outstanding program, but he just didn't have the elements tonight. Well, Victor had a lot of speed going into the axle. He gets good height, but there's no way he can hang on to the landing.
Now Victor Petrenko and his teammates will wait for his marks because it's head-to-head and on the ice right now.
The 1993 World Professional Champion.
The man who finished second to Petrenko in Albertville, but it was the crowning glory of his career. And still one of my favorite memories in all of sports, Paul Wiley, the silver medalist in Albertville. Tonight, he skates to music from Mission Impossible.
Doubled the triple flip in the technical program. He's got it up, coming up here, right out of a spiral, triple flip. There, doesn't make the same mistake twice. Triple Lutz. That was a double.
They are on their feet, believing it to be over. We've still got a finish to come. Now you can stand. This program did not self-destruct.
Paul Wiley and his family with a special reason to give thanks this weekend. His father underwent successful prostate cancer surgery in late October. Dad's doing fine, so's Mom, so are the two sisters, so obviously is Paul.
Wow.
Back with the marks and then duel number 3. High noon for Liz Manley of Canada against Jill Trenery of Team USA. Welcome back to Tampa. Paul Wiley waits for his marks. His teammates standing by. Victor Petrenko waiting as well.
Well, there was a lot of drama in Victor's program tonight, but unfortunately, not a lot of triple jumps. Here's a look at the triple axel. Gets great height into the jump. And look at, he's landed it, but his upper body just keeps rotating. He wasn't able to check it out into the double toe. Then he set up for the triple Lutz. Now, this is not his strongest jump. Victor actually has an easier time with the axel, unlike most skaters. But he was tilted forward, couldn't hold the landing, and that opened the door for Paul Wiley. Now, Victor's drama came from opera. Paul Wiley again turned to the movies, adding another skate play to his cinematic repertoire. Opening jump, Paul invariably starts with a spiral into the triple flip. It's tough, but with a perfect landing, he nailed both the jump and Petrenko. Team USA is off to a running start tonight.
So embarrassing.
And the marks first for Victor Petrenko. Technical merit.
Well, those are very low marks for Victor. Very disappointing.
The artistic mark was a little higher. There they are.
And the artistic mark's a little higher, but you can see the disappointment writ in his face.
5.8.
What's the Russian word for chagrin?
57.4.
57.4 for Victor Petrenko. And the marks for Paul Wiley.
The technical marks for Paul Wiley, 5.8. 5.8.
So these are good marks. 5.7 is low. Was such a well-skated program.
5.9.
Now, judge number 3 has been low most of the night. Now the artistic. Oh, goodness. Paul Wiley defeats Victor Petrenko, and he does so soundly. So the standings now, Team USA comfortably out on top, 292.1 to 287.9. And let's go to Andrea Joyce.
Paul, congratulations. Have you ever gotten a standing ovation before the end of your program like that?
No, I wanted to hold out a big sign like it's not over yet.
Well, they loved it, and so did the judges. I'm curious, though, backstage, your teammates were giving you all kinds of grief, putting all kinds of pressure on you, but you looked very relaxed out there. Obviously, you didn't let them get to you.
Well, I had a hole in my armpit, and nobody was going to offer to sew it up or anything, Scott. Gaffer tape. Here, have some gaffer tape.
All right, guys. Good luck. Back to you, Vern.
Thanks, Andrea. Let's go back to the 1988 Olympic Games in Calgary, Alberta. On the final night, the night of the free skate, Liz Manley finished second. A brilliant performance to win the silver medal. Jill Trenery finished fourth, just missed the podium. But she came back to win the World Championship in 1990. And now she competes to a Nancy Sinatra song choreographed by her husband, Christopher Dean. These boots are made for walking. Here's Jill Trenery.
You keep saying you got something for me, something you call love, but confess you've been a messin' where you shouldn't have been a messin'.
Christopher Dean, of course, an ice dancer, and Jill said to me about this number, she says, it's the only number I'm more nervous about the steps than the jumps.
These boots are made for walking.
A one-foot axel, triple Salchow, beautiful.
These boots are gonna walk all over you. Yes, Now what's right is right, but you ain't been right yet. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. You keep playing where you shouldn't be playing, and you keep thinking that you'll never get burned. Ha! I just found
This is really fun to see her skate so well. Having won the world title in Halifax in 1990, she competed as a professional, but only 4 times. The last time 4 years ago.
And that's just you really get the sense that she's enjoying skating again.
These boots are gonna walk all over you. Are you ready, Boots? Start walking.
That is just terrific. The 3-time United States national champion, the 1990 world champion. Her husband, Christopher Dean, is in England on business, not here. He will get a phone call tonight.
She's tired out.
It's just not possible.
I know, for the Christopher Dean, guys of steel work.
The second line is a little high in the knee.
All right.
The Boots did walk. Back with Liz Manley and the marks for Jill Trenery after this.
Boots are gonna walk all over you.
Ice Wars is sponsored by...
Welcome back to Tampa. On your right, Jill Trenery's work for the night is complete. She waits for her marks on the left. Here skating with 48 hours notice, Liz Manley, called upon to replace Oksana Bayul when Oksana had to go back and get treatment for a back injury. And ever the competitor, back for the 2nd year in succession in Ice Wars, Liz Manley, The Power of the Dream by Celine Dion.
Deep within each heart, there lies a magic spark that lights the fire of our imagination. And since the dawn of man, the strength of just I can has brought together people of all nations.
That was supposed to be a triple sal cow. She opened it up and doubled it.
The rest is just your heart. You'll find your fate is all your own creation. And every boy and girl, as they come into this world, they bring the gift of hope and inspiration. Hear the flame burn.
Nice double axel. Liz skates with so much speed and power. She pushes it right to the edge.
nice to be able to call on somebody like Liz Manley.
Well skated program, but no triples for Liz tonight. That'll be a factor in the judging.
Liz trying to change her lifestyle a little bit. She skated more than 600 shows the last 2 years. No longer with Ice Capade. She's going to cut back a bit.
I was tired. So I was just...
You heard Liz mention the sow. Well, it just never got launched. After 2 rotations, she brought it back down. And that's tough because the triple sow cow has always been Jill Trenery's favorite jump. Watch the left foot. It starts with a single axle, taking off and landing on the left, then back up in the air for the 3 revolutions of the sow cow. Now, it's tough to control, but beautiful to watch when done like this. And that was the difference tonight.
The technical marks for Jill Trenery.
Now the marks for Jill Trenery.
Well, she'll take them 5/8 across the board, but I think the next set should go up.
The artistic marks.
Yes. And they do. $58.4 for Jill Trenery.
The technical marks for
and the technical marks for Liz Manley, minus the triples.
Technical marks are a little low because of that. A little bit lower there.
5.6, 5.8, 5.9.
Yeah, murmurs from the crowd.
5.8.
And the artistic mark.
Not as high again as Jill. Jill's program was a little more unique.
My week is done.
5.9.
Total for Liz Manley of 57.7. It's a continuation of the trend for Team USA. 3 matches thus far, 3 victories. And a huge lead now for Team USA. They're at 350.5 to 345.6. And we check in with Andrea Joyce.
All right, thanks, Vern. Jill, congratulations. You haven't competed since 1992. How much did it help to come back to an event like this one where you had the support of a team?
Well, there's a lot of things that are going for me right now. I'm so excited to be here with all my friends, but also I'm going to be doing Discover Stars on Ice, and I'm so excited about that. And this number is going to be in it, and I'm just really excited to get off the season with a good skate like this.
Well, it was terrific. Now, your husband, Christopher Dean, has had experience with these team competitions. Did he give you any advice?
Well, he made up this program, and it is so hard for me. I don't know why. It's just full of knee bends that I didn't.
You want to please him too?
Trying to, but it's just exhausting. But he made this up, and he just wanted me to have fun. And
well, it looked like you did. Congratulations again, Vern.
When we return, what a duel we have. The best jumper in pro skating against the best showman of all time. Joe Sabovchik versus Scott Hamilton as Ice Wars continues. Well, as the skate world turns tonight, it's advantage Team USA. But the world may yet have a few tricks up its sleeve. 3 matches in and a clean sweep for Team USA. Sumners, Wiley, and Trenery all winning their duels. I'm Vern Lundquist along with Tracy Wilson, and the final 6 skaters are warming up here at the Ice Palace in Tampa. Coming up, we're going to see Brian Boitano against Kurt Browning. Boitano was brilliant in the technical program.
He was impossible to beat, and Kurt looked really loose in the technical program. It didn't work for him, so hopefully he can pull it back together for this artistic program.
And the 1994 world champion Yuka Sato, and she'll match up against Karen Kadavi.
Well, Yuka Sato has been virtually unbeatable. She is skating so well. Karen Kadavi has a very lovely number, and if she's on and performs it well, she'll give Yuka a run for her money.
And Josef Sobowczyk from Slovakia.
Jumpin' Joe, he's going to lead things off for us. Beautiful skater. And he's up against the crowd favorite. Scott Hamilton got a standing ovation before and after the technical program.
Scott was talking just a moment ago about this big lead that the United States has accomplished at this point, and it gives him certain freedom in what he's planning to do. The Team USA on top 350.5 to 345.6 here in Ice Wars 3. And after we conclude Ice Wars, much skating remaining on CBS.
You can find us Sundays at 3 p.m. starting December 8th with a special rebroadcast of the tribute to Sergei Grinkov. When we come back, Scott Hamilton against Joe Sobowczyk.
Welcome back to Ice Wars 3 from the Ice Palace in Tampa, Florida. A wonderful crowd on hand for Ice Wars 3. In 1984, in a city called Sarajevo in Yugoslavia, Scott Hamilton and Josef Sobowczyk battled for gold. Scott Hamilton won that night, but Josef Sobowczyk stood on the podium as the bronze medalist in the '84 Olympics.
The ice war battle rages on with one of the most advanced jumpers in the world.
Recently, Josef Sobowczyk met his idol, Bruce Springsteen, and he said, "My life is almost complete. I've got an Olympic medal. I have a son, Blade, who just turned 4 years old, and now I have met Bruce Springsteen." Well, the one thing he still wants to do is skate while Springsteen sings live. Not tonight. We'll settle for the recording. Sobowczyk and Springsteen. The music is Trapped.
Jump is spectacular, not for its rotation, but for its height. Coming up, triple Lutz. toe.
He had time to glance over at his teammates in the kiss and cry area. That was terrific.
You game way too long. And it seems the game I've played has made you strong.
Look at the extension on these split jumps.
Just great.
Well, it wasn't a case of doing the big tricks right. It was doing the simple tricks just perfectly. Nobody has a higher axle, a better backflip. Very effective.
Joseph Savovchik, who when he relocated to North America lived in Toronto for a long time, now splits his time between Sun Valley and Salt Lake City, Utah. Well done, Joe. And now just a little bit of a contrast.
He's here tonight. Olympic gold medalist, Scott Hamilton.
Scott Hamilton's music is from the soundtrack of the movie The Mask. It's called Cuban Pete.
It's party time. Cheeky boom, cheeky boom. Ay, ay, ay.
I do know this about our dear friend. I think he's the most beloved figure in this sport.
Nice luck. Thanks. I don't want to hear this doom gloom stuff anymore. That was the best triple X you've done it once.
The scores for Scott Hamilton and Joseph Sabajic when we return.
I love team events.
Along with the next Ice War, as Karen Kadabi of Team USA takes on the world's best, Yuka Sato.
Every coach.
Scott Hamilton exchanging old war stories with his teammates as he waits for the scores. Joseph Sabajic doing the same for Team World.
Really?
Okay, Vern, let's play anything you can do. I can do better. Jumpin' Joe got things started with his amazing tuck axle up over the boards. But Scott Hamilton answered back with the best triple Lutz I think I've seen him do in a long time. Now, he missed this jump 19 out of 20 times in a recent practice, but not when it counted. Scott came right back with a triple toe loop. And his reaction here is going to tell you exactly what he thought of it. Well, Joseph said, I can do that. Left foot picks into the ice. 3 revolutions. No problem. And now the backflip contest, but I got to give the edge here to Joseph. He's the only one now who doesn't bend his knees as he brings them back over his head. Watch the layout position. Now, Scott, you'll see, goes into the tuck position once his feet leave the ground, right there. But give the edge to Scott for showmanship. He had the arena and his teammates rocking tonight.
Technical marks for Joseph Sabajic. Oh, boy.
Well,
wow.
With one triple, he got nailed. They expect more from Jumpin' Joe Sabajic.
The artistic marks 5.7.
Artistic mark.
5.8.
The crowd is obviously not in agreement with the panel of judges.
5.8. For a total of 57.7.
It's a rather tepid applause from Katarina Witt. Yeah, these will go up for Scott Hamilton. Technical marks. I promise you, for Scott Hamilton to get those technical marks, you expect the artistic, but this is terrific. Nicely done, Scott. Here's Andrea Joyce.
Scott, congratulations. After all these years, does it feel any different to get that many sixes?
Well, it feels different doing that number after Sabre Dance to stand up on the Lutz. I almost didn't do it. I almost took it out, but I thought, we got a lead. I might as well go for everything. And it was a great response from the audience and obviously a great response from the judges.
You haven't really performed this program very much. Where did you get the inspiration for it tonight?
It just sort of, I opened my closet door where all my costumes are and it was glowing. It was actually glowing. Probably because it's the only clean one in the outfit. And
it's still glowing.
It's fine. No, I wanted to do this one for a long time, so I'm glad it's back.
All right.
Thanks,
good job, Vern.
Thanks, Andrea. A clean sweep so far tonight for Team USA, 4 for 4 in the individual ice wars. But now a tough test to keep that record intact. Yuka Sato is taking over ladies professional skating. She's become almost invincible, and she's matched against Karen Kadabi, the 1987 world bronze medalist, whose professional skating also just keeps getting better.
U.S. Open Professional Championship in 1994. World bronze medalist and Olympian, Karen Kennedy.
She celebrates her 29th birthday 10 days from now. And she skates to the music of Celine Dion. It's all coming back to me now.
There were nights when the wind was so cold that my body froze in bed if I just listened to it right outside the window. There were days when the sun was so cruel, all the tears turned to dust, and I just knew my eyes were drying up forever. I finished crying in the instant that you left, and I can't remember when or how, and I banished every memory you and I had ever made.
Double axel.
But if I touch you like this, and if you kiss me like that, it was so long ago, but it's all coming back to me. If you touch me like this, and if I kiss you like that, it was gone with the wind, but it's all coming back to me. It's all coming back, it's all coming back to me now. There were moments of gold, and there were flashes of light. There were things we never do again, but then they'd always seem right. There were nights of endless pleasure. It was more than all your lost love. Baby, when you touch me like this, when you hold me like that, it was gone with the wind, but it's all coming back to me. When you see me like this, and when I see you like that, then we see what we want to see, all coming back to me. The flesh and the fantasies, all coming back to me. I can barely recall, but it's all coming back to me Forgive me all this, if I forgive you all that. We forgive and forget, and it's all coming back to me. When you see me like this, and when I see you like that, we see just what we want to see, all coming back to me. And if we
She is so filled with class and grace on the ice. Beautiful. Karen Kennedy.
She did make a couple of mistakes, including a hand down on the triple toe. But she had her teammates and even Liz Manley moving right along with her.
That's the first time I've ever seen Paul Wiley out of sync. Meanwhile, backstage, Kurt Browning taking something from hockey. He's going to deal with his own hat trick coming up.
Her mother.
But on the ice right now, fifth at the Lillehammer Olympics, but her skating has grown so much since then. Winner of 5 competitions last year and showing no signs of slowing down this year from Japan. Here is Yuka Sato skating to music of Kitara. The piece is called Soza.
Mistake I've seen Yuka make. That was supposed to be a triple loop. Has great basic skating skills. She moves with a lot of flow, so she makes it look easy. But her feet are always moving, changing direction. She and choreographer Leanne Miller really work on the details, using every beat of music. This program is not about jumping. It's a clinic in skating. Triple Salchow, beautifully done.
Isn't that just terrific?
Skating for the world team, Yuka Sato.
Yuka Sato matched against Karen Kadavi. We'll be back with their marks. And then the final duel of the night, Brian Boitano against Kurt Browning. Ice Wars 3 continues from Tampa after this. 4 of 4. And now the scores for Karen Kadavi and Yuka Sato.
The technical marks for Karen Kadavi, 5.8, 5.8.
She had a couple of little stumbles in the program, and those are reflected in the marks. The artistic should go up because she really sold it.
Artistic marks.
There we are. Again, a high and low thrown out.
5.9 for a total of 57.9.
The total for Karen Kadavi, 57.9. And now, Yuka Sato and the technical marks.
Well, Yuka Sato has no weaknesses as a skater. Great speed, spins, jumps, footwork, the entire package.
The artistic mark.
The artistic mark for Yuka Sato.
6.
She is such a delightful young woman. Karen Kadavi with the congratulations. Yuka Sato gives the world team its first head-to-head win. But Team USA still with a huge lead, 468.2 and 462.7. And let's go down to Andrea Joyce.
Thanks, Vern. Yuka, congratulations. You are such a focused skater. You're new to Ice Wars. How was it for you? How different was it to be around such a relaxed, sometimes silly atmosphere?
You know what? I've always wanted to do a team championship, but I didn't get the opportunity to do it because I'm the only one who's Japanese. So I'm really happy to be here. And it feels really good.
You gonna invite her back? I'm sure you will.
Yes, she's a great teammate. We need you again.
All right, good job, Vern.
We concur, Andrea. Next up, this duel goes back to 1988. When Brian Boitano won his Olympic gold medal, Kurt Browning was 8th. Last year, Browning beat Boitano at the World Professional Championship, and this should be quite a battle tonight. Boitano elected to skate second, so the stage belongs to Kurt. You may have seen that red hat on the heads of Jane Torval and Christopher Dean. This is a variation of their hat trick number, choreographed by Chris Dean and performed for the first time tonight by Kurt Browning.
Been plagued by boot problems. In fact, he's worn 3 different pairs since February. He has only been in this pair for 4 days. Said they feel better than the others, but he's obviously not totally comfortable in these skates. Dean said never work with children, animals, or props because they all have minds of their own and they steal the show. But he's taught Kurt into taking this risk tonight.
Not sure how fond he is of that hat right now.
It's only going to get better with time. This is a brand new program, the first time he's performed it.
There you go. Kurt Browning and hat trick.
The hat got away from him a couple of times, so I think that one was planned. Well, I think they're going to have a long talk later.
He scored perfect 10.
Victim of new skates again.
His professional championships and was the first skater to complete all 6 different triple jumps in a world championship. Holder of more than 23 gold medals, including the one from the '88 Olympics in Calgary, Brian Boitano.
Now 33 years of age, the 1988 Olympic gold medalist. In the prime of his career, here is Brian Boitano, the music of Harry Connick Jr.
Just kiss me and forget all about that other stuff. Kiss me. Your big red lips, I think, will be enough. Don't worry with your lipstick. I'm gonna kiss it all away. Throw away your lipstick. That ain't your color anyway. That's not your color, so let's stick with me. I've got to know just how much you miss me. Kiss me, and I'll take your lips to paradise. Kiss me, and paradise will never feel so nice. You're beautiful. You don't need all that makeup, and you don't need to take up sugar all of your time in front of the mirror. Can't you see that you're my dear? Baby, can't you see we're in love? Back in the sky, kiss me, and maybe then you'll know the reason why I want you, and my love's gonna haunt you, and I'm gonna flaunt you in front of all the boys that live on my street, and they're gonna be jealous because you're so sweet.
Closing off with 3 double axels.
Do you think I should repeat? Repeat. Repeat. I'm in love.
There's a little bit of a different look. But guess what?
In love. Sweet
Hear the audience on their feet. And the team. and the opposition.
Well, nobody could match his speed and his power this evening.
Brian Boitano.
I know.
Third double axel.
We did.
You could have done a fourth double axel. You could have done a fifth double axel. We had him turn it up.
Well, let's talk about how
It's all a formality, but we'll be back with the marks and talk with the teams as Ice Wars continues after this.
Drop in. Back to the Ice Palace in Tampa. We wait for the marks for Kurt Browning and for Brian Boitano. And the hat has gone to Katarina Witt. Kurt may want to get rid of it.
Well, he said in practice today, he said, I figure I'm good for only one drop. That's what he was hoping for because it is a brand new number. And he's doing a lot of crazy stuff with it. Brian was so powerful, so strong as always. Here's a nice series. Wally steps forward and then into a triple toe. Follows it up with a double toe. The whole team was rocking to that one. What a way to close the show.
They could afford to. Their work was complete for the night. And the marks for Kurt Browning.
5.7, 5.8.
There was a lot of technical difficulty in working with that hat, and that's reflected in the marks.
5.8.
Artistic mark.
5.7, 5.8.
I'd like to see that program a couple of months from now. I bet it'll be terrific.
5.9, 5.8, for a total of 58.1.
58-1 for Kurt Browning. Now he'll take the hat back. And we await the marks now for Brian Boitano. First of all, for technical.
5.8. The artistic mark.
Artistic mark.
6.0.
The total for Boitano. He wins his match convincingly over Kurt Browning, 59-4 to 58.1. And Team USA wins it for the third year in succession, and they do so in overwhelming fashion tonight, 527.6 to 520.8. And now let's check in with Andrea Joyce.
All right, thanks, Vern. Well, it is the three-peat. What is it about this competition that seems to bring out the best in you guys in Team USA?
I think we love all working together. It's team camaraderie, and we're pulling for one another, and it's a great atmosphere.
Well, the level was great. This was your first Ice Wars.
Sick of talking about it. I wanted to be out there. Every year the excitement in Ice Wars is so great, and I said, can we get me off the headset and get me on the ice? And I had a great time. It was wonderful.
So it would have been really bad if Team USA didn't win in your first.
Yeah, I thought maybe if I didn't perform up to the level, I was going to be the GOAT, and everyone's going to blame me for it. But I got to say, Rookie of the Year right here. Jill Trenery, Rosalind Sumners, they all performed like so great.
You guys were all terrific. All right, let's go over to Tracy now. She's with the World Team.
Okay, thanks, Andrea. I'm with the World Team here. And Victor, you've been here 3 years. I want to know, can the Americans be beaten?
Well, those guys are tough. Well, but I believe we can try next year.
What are you going to do next year, Kurt, to beat these guys?
I don't know. I mean, actually, tonight they were unbeatable. Every single team member came out and they skated above and beyond their standard. And when a team gets together like that, I don't know what you can do.
Katerina, there was a gentleman cheering you on when you were skating. Is there any chance you can get him on the judges panel next year?
Yes, actually, he should have been on there, but I just didn't skate up to what I really wanted to do, so it wasn't just well enough. So I think we all want revenge next year.
Okay, well, thanks, guys, and you put on a heck of a show, all of you.
Indeed they did, Tracy, and we have another good show for you tomorrow afternoon on CBS Sports. College football, Miami at Syracuse, or Georgia Tech versus Georgia. Check your local listings. And And then our winter skating season begins 1 week from Sunday with an encore presentation of the Skating World's tribute to Sergei Grinkov. We've added to the show, including 4 full performances by Katya and Sergei. Sergei Grinkov's Celebration of a Life, Sunday, December 8th at 3 Eastern. For Tracy Wilson and Andrea Joyce, I'm Vern Lundquist, saying so long from Tampa, where Team USA has defeated the world for the 3rd year in a row in Ice Wars. Good night, everybody.
In the courtroom or on the killing fields, the nation's best defense is a pair of criminal prosecutors, Commander Harmon Rabb and Major Sarah McKenzie.
I was always a sucker for dress whites.
New year, new network, new champions.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? It's Superman's better half, Terry Hatcher,